What's up, guys? I've been hired for a specific project um, that required, it's related to crypto. It's for a specific token, and they gave me an original code that was written in Node.js. Actually, part of it was in Node.js. It was a Solana sender that was written in JS. And there was the main Telegram bot that was written using Python. The goal of the bot was that the admin create a task, which is mostly a post and a reward, a Twitter post. And the community receive it, the member of the bot receive it. And when they like, retweet, and comment the post, they get a reward in crypto, which is the token. This way, I guess the incentive is they boost their token use and they offer a reward. They also boost their social. So I've been given a code and I checked a bit and it was a bit messy. I do not mind, but like I got hired because the code was not reliable on multiple parts, which was the Twitter part, and the crypto part was not, like, sometimes the crypto was not sending, sometimes the Twitter action were not recorded properly. So I do not mind messy code, like it's bothering me, but it's not the end of the world. But the fact that I got hired to fix it, but the people that own it, not the original developer, but the people that own it, they don't know what's the code. They just want it to work and they don't understand where is the issue. So I took a look at the original code and it was bothering me. I said instead just the fact that there is a part in Node.js and one part in Python, like it doesn't make sense to me. Um, just the way also the comments were made, I got it. It got pieced together, which is fine, but it will need to be reliable. It will need to be working. If it's not working, it's not really it's not it's the issue. So I started from scratch. Usually I start the video from scratch, but I worked on my side. I made multiple commits. Initially, I wanted to use PM2 and create like one Telegram bot, but multiple workers so it can be scaled. But as I understand, like scaling the Telegram API using Node.js is pretty straightforward, and there is no need for now. There is no need for Redis queue or something like that. Each user have their own session. I think maybe with the Mongo database, we might be able to set some pool. Same thing for Telegram API actually. So I'll just go over the current code that was made, and then we're gonna start by making a list of what's left. Of course, I don't think it's gonna be complete in one video, but I enjoyed this new contract for my client, but I decided to use Node.js because I'm not used to. Um, I'm a Python guy, so I wanted to experiment and get familiar with it. I'm also new to PM2 and Mongo database. Like it was just the perfect. It was the perfect coincidence that to try something in Node.js. So what I've used is Telegraph for the Node.js Telegram module. I've used Mongoose. I've used Express too, because you're gonna see why Express is used. I've used Twitter API v2. The customer subscribed to the cheapest, which is $200 now, API. I think the limit are pretty fair. It's something like 5 likes per 15 minutes per user that can be automated. So considering their usage, like I'm happy there is no limit for the app itself, but for each user. So I think it's fair. There is some plugin rate limit that's going to be used later. I've made a model for a user, for task, and for the OAuth session for Twitter. And I'm going to show you all that. We are using Mongo database with the models. I will go over the model right now. So a user for now is a Telegram ID. I've put a Twitter handle, but it's not needed. The original code was using Twitter handle, but we don't need it right now. And technically, it's going to be a Solana address. And there is also a balance, which going to be represented of the pending reward, like the money the user can request withdraw. A task is a post URL from Twitter. The reward, the time that need to be achieved in. I've put some task ID. I'm gonna tell you why, and there is a timestamp, very basic timestamp. And the OAuth session are like the Telegram ID is to link a Telegram user to this OAuth session. Also linking the task ID, timestamps too, and the proper OAuth session required by Twitter. Sorry. We are initializing the Telegram API using the bot API value. We are also setting an admin so we can have different menu and option for the admin. We're also loading the rate limit plugin here. I've made a very basic menu for user. A view task doesn't work for now. It's not important. As I said, there is a register that asks Twitter, but we don't need the Twitter ID. I'll show you after. We can update the account too, and the admin have the same user menu, but also the option to create a task. I've used scenes, so Telegraph let me use wizard scene. I can ask something and then wait for another message and process it after. I have a function like that, process register, that's going to be called later. We have another scene for the update. We have another scene for the admin or a create task. You can see here that if it's not from the admin, it's unauthorized access attempt. We are asking the post ID. We are storing it in the scene, asking the reward amount, the time limit, and we are asking a task ID number just to identify it. Probably we can automate that with the increment of the mongoose, but I'll show you why it is like that. We create the task, and right now for testing, I wanted to get the reply markup to the task. The callback data is task button and the task ID, which is the identifier of the task. We are creating the stage and we are using them. We handle the start command. We are having handlers for each scene, each command. And here is the task button plus here. We are getting the task ID directly from the not the callback, but the argument of the button. It was just simpler like that. We are getting the Telegram ID from that user. We are initializing a Twitter client. We then generate an authentication link that's gonna redirect to the webhook that we set. I can show you an example. I'm using ngrok right now. So that is my URL. In the Twitter app, I've set that URL plus Twitter callback. We are creating the OAuth session in the we are getting it here. We are creating the OAuth session. I think this is temporary. User need to relog in each time, each task. It's not an issue for now. And we are handling the Twitter callback here, Telegram webhook. We are setting it. Oh, that's weird. Oh yeah, we get the Telegram webhook here. I'm confused why the webhook is used for Telegram though. I think it's because I think it's because it's using webhook for the Telegram part 2. It's not the end of the world. Actually, I think it's more performant. Here, I'll ask the AI maybe. I think that because you can just run the bot or use webhook too. And here is the express Twitter callback too, which is getting the old token and the old verifier from the query. We are getting in the Mongo database the auth token. We are reinitializing another Twitter API with the app key, the app secret, but also user information. This way we can log in on behalf of the user, find the task that was sent in the callback, which is in this. Actually, no, the task ID is stored in the Mongo database. Sorry, for that specific login. And if the task is not found, very basic. That the res send is gonna be returned on the Twitter callback, like from the express actually. So it's gonna be displayed in the browser and not related to Telegram. Then we have the function to call process task. If it's successful, we're gonna return that to the web browser. If not, we're gonna say authorization failed. The function to handle the Twitter action is taking of course the app API, key, secret, access token, access secret. We are also using the rate limit plugin here. Also the task API, Telegram ID are also given here, the post URL too. We have a function here that is kind of callback. Auto retry on rate limit error. We want to retry something, the function that is called. If there is an error, actually, rate limit. Oh yeah. If there is an error, we're gonna throw it, but I don't think that's appropriate. We're gonna see. We gonna wait the time that the rate limit, because Twitter will limit the user. If let's say the limit is 5 likes per 15 minutes, if for whatever reason the user the limit is for each user, not for the app, but if for whatever reason Twitter is limiting the user, we don't want it to break the old script. So we're just gonna post a message saying Twitter is rate limiting you. You need to wait that time. Don't worry, your task is still gonna be proceed automatically. And then we're gonna wait and continue. I'm not sure about the way that function was structured, but I guess it's making sense because I've tried it. It's gonna retry the function that was called here. We are getting the Twitter ID here just because we needed to like, retweet. So these are the 3 actions that we want to automate: like, retweet, reply. Here I'm gonna put it here. Ask the comment that we want in Telegram for Twitter. We're gonna want to customize this per what the user asks. And then when everything is successful, we sending to the Telegram chat of that user Twitter task for task ID complete successfully. If there is an error, we can also output it here. We are registering to Mongoose. We can update in Mongoose. We can create a task to very simple function here. And we are setting the server here that is going to wait for the Telegram callback, for the Twitter callback, and running the Telegram process itself. I'm going to show you what it look like. Actually, I have a video of it. I'm just gonna. It's gonna be more simple. I don't want to use their
Okay,
the
I just want
API
to
for
quickly show.
nothing. So basically, I had this test tweet. Don't mind the tweet. There is no comment, no retweet, no like. Um, this is the task that was created by admin. This is the reply that is given when you create a task. So you can see all the data of it. And you can see the button participate in task is uh, the task callback with the specific task ID in the button. Then we are given a link to API Twitter OAuth with the authentication and the token. When clicking on it, we are redirecting to Twitter. I was already logged in. Authorization successful, your task will be processed, and we can see here that the task was completely complete. And then no error in the console. And if you go see the post, it's now liked, reposted, and commented. So another thing that's left would be ask Solana wallet to user instead Twitter handle because we don't need it anymore. Be sure the time of a task is respected. If there is a 16 minutes time frame, doing the task for whatever reason after won't work. We need to be able to send the task to everyone in the bot, respect Telegram rate limit, or post in a channel group so everyone see the notification. Let's say it's a crypto group, so everyone interested, they don't need to they can see the notification there and just click on it. I'll see if that's acceptable. If acceptable, um, what would be left to there is I remember the customer asked me to create airdrop like task that doesn't require any Twitter stuff but still have a time frame, a reward, and a time frame, a reward, and what is it? I'm confused. A reward frame. What is the other stuff? Reward, time. No, there is nothing. And a reward. Create a model for a drop. We can do this. ask update Solana wallet, integrate a Solana sender on withdrawal. Try to reuse OAuth if still valid. There is the thing though, because OAuth contain the Telegram ID, which is fine, but also the task ID. Maybe it could be great if because the task ID and the task ID in process task. This is not important that much here because it's just for the log. Yeah. It's actually not that important. But here it is because we're finding the task by the task ID that was given in the session, which is indeed important. But actually, we're logging on behalf of the user. We're still gonna need to get it for that specific task and that process task because we're gonna do the payout here. Would add to user balance the session oops the reward here. Actually, reward is gonna be given here because session here is given here. Yeah, makes sense. The session or Mongo. Let's do this. It's not very. No, let's not reuse it. Instead, delete OAuth. Delete OAuth after usage. Send on withdrawal. Yeah, I think that's mostly it for now. So let's do this. I'm not gonna record a long time, maybe 1 hour. That will make sense. Say that there is a problem. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm confused on what's the issue here. Oh, yeah. That's a bit dumb, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the actual code here. Here is the latest working actual code. I have a list of stuff I want to do. Please detail each of it and tell me what to change without changing the without outputting the whole code. In process task before starting the Twitter action at the scene result. I don't think it's in process task. No. Nope. Actually, it is. It's gonna be here. Yeah, that makes sense. So we're gonna create a new scene. That's gonna be the comment scene. State comment initial alt scene leave. All my scene are okay. They are a bit down there. Comment scene. Gonna stage this. We register and we enter in the comment scene here. There's some. I mean, I think CTX gonna still hold this. I think so, yes. Task ID. Still comment. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. And we're gonna initialize all out here. I'm just gonna remove this for now. Gonna initialize. What? Task ID comment. We're gonna add the comment here. Comment. Don't need to change anything here, but in the process, in the callback, I mean, in the process, we should just send everything. And then task ID session auth session auth session, and then we can access token, Telegram ID. We can add auth session here. Tweet ID, post URL is from there. Task ID auth session. Same here. Same here. And we get the comment just before me, just before here. Actually, we don't need to do this, but we already got the comment here. Mission comment. Yeah. Just to be clear, the auth session is from that. This is session. Okay, just whoa. Actually, I would like to have the reward here. Task reward. Process task. Task reward. I guess this is the reward amount. Yeah, okay. Process task reward is gonna be there. We're gonna be able to do this. Everything look fine. Twitter is ready. Twitter complete so far. I'm just gonna output the reward too. Our task reward tokens. We're gonna load the comment here. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna switch. Gonna switch already for something because there is the process task to include a created tab and start it. No, instead we're gonna delete one. Wait, what session? I think we can do this. I mean, access token and OAuth session are yeah, they are already. I don't need that here. Process task. Here it's gonna be OAuth session. OAuth token. OAuth token. And OAuth token. A token secret from the OAuth session. What is the problem? I'm confused. It's what? Why? What's the point? I don't understand. Process. I mean, you know what? I'll pass the all session and the all task. I'm confused. Access token, access secret. Was it before? No. That's so weird. That's odd because I will try it, but I'm confused. And then everything related to the task access token. What session? What session? What token? Time to wait. What session to be an ID? Session comment. Tweet ID from the post URL. Post URL is from task. Yep. From task. What session? What session? What token? Task reward is from task. I mean, that would make sense to me. Let's see. First, let's delete the Mongo database. Let's just see if the comment work. I'm gonna do something too. I'm gonna comment this because I don't want to spam their API key for the sake of it. Okay, just gonna remove everything. I have some problem with my connection, I think, too. So I'm just gonna do this. I don't know why, but I do have problem with the Telegram and my Wi-Fi because I think it's from Ontario or something like that. Let's see this. So since we're admin, we can create a task. I'm gonna get the same task as usual. We're gonna provide a reward of 50, 60 minutes. Just create a task ID random. Gonna participate. Hello, bro. We can authorize. We're gonna be redirected. Oh, we have an error. Unauthorized. What did he do? That's so weird. Let's go see in the database. But what section? I mean, the comment was there. I'm confused. Okay, I need to contact my customer. It's most likely related to this. I'll tend to say that because of this. Can we try it right now? Actually, I'm just gonna clear that too because I want to test if it's clearing. Okay. So no, I don't want this. Okay. Just gonna try again. I think it's the API key that being invalidated. I mean, that's so weird. Oh, token is not defined. Oh, token. My Telegram ID. I think it's related to this. Yeah, it's I think it's related to how I'm pushing it. It must be. But I'm still confused on what session. Let's try. Let's go here. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's redo it. If it's not working, I will tend to say that the API is still valid, but it's this. It's this that breaking it. It's working, so probably for undefined. I got undefined here for task reward, task reward amount. Oops. And if we go check here, this is still empty, which is what we want. Yep, perfect. So the delete is working. I think the API access was removed. I've just I'll contact my customer and we'll see. Yo, what's up, guys? I've been working on a Telegram bot that allow people to. In fact, it's for a crypto project, a big crypto project that is called Duco. I didn't know it was for them. They hired me on Upwork as usual. Pretty sure it's a middleman job, but anyway. So they had the Telegram bot that was scrapping Twitters for likes, retweet, and stuff like that. Likes, retweet, and comment. Like basically, they create a task, like a raid. They send a post. Everyone get notified, and when people like, retweet, and comment the post, they get a reward in Duco token, which is on Solana. I'm restarting the video series because like I realize my videos are very long, and sometimes like there's lots of silence and chat with ChatGPT and just me trying to brainstorm and building stuff, which might be boring. So instead of that, I want to go over what I done. I'll just upload this video. Basically, the code that was given to me initially was very messy. The guy told me he spent like 6 times more money on me for 3 months of work, and honestly, I've checked the result, and like it was made on Replit. I don't mind using AI, and I also proved that it's possible to create very nice stuff using AI. But if you are a non-programmer and you starting to use a tool like Replit, you're just gonna end up piecing lots of stuff together. It might work, but it's not gonna be readable, and you're not gonna understand what's the issue if something happened. And this is what's actually happened. The Twitter part was not reliable. The Twitter part is very big, like it's insane amount of code for a simple task. And also the Solana part that send token to user, it was made externally, so it was like an endpoint, which is not bad, but the way the private key was handled was not very secure, and also anyone with the endpoint, like the guys that manage this, are not very techy. So the way I saw it is like most likely someone could cheat that and try to extract the wallet, try to extract some funds from it. If the endpoint is not properly protected, and also it was unreliable to by itself. So I started from scratch. I decided to use Node.js. I'm usually a Python guy, but I decided to try something new. I decided to use Telegraph, Mongoose, Express for the endpoint and the callbacks. I also asked them to buy Twitter API access, the cheaper one, which is now $200 US. The only limit there is with using the Twitter API, like it's very reliable, but the only limit is, let's say for likes, there is 5 likes per 15 minutes per user that go through your app, which is not the end of the world. But it seemed like this become a problem. Also, um, Telegram have a built-in browser. And on my computer, I can authentify my Twitter account, no problem. But on mobile, what I noticed is the default browser of Telegram is not reacting well, and even the app itself of Twitter, of X, when I try to authentify my account, like it's just crashing the app, and I'm very surprised of that. It's been, from what I saw, it's been a year, even more, that this issue is still not resolved. So it just like break the whole simplicity of the project. Like people go on the Telegram bot, they just want to connect their Twitter, want to do a task and get rewards. It just, I tried to simplify the code, which work, but this issue and the limit seems like it's not, like I do understand the Twitter bug is very bad. But if I just take my perception of it, going on the computer, like it worked perfectly. I'll show you a bit what it does look like. Um, I'll go over the code after that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna integrate the previous Twitter way, which is free. It's scrapping and it's working. I tried some library with cookie, with personal user cookie, and all you got to do is add multiple accounts in case one of them get banned. There is a limit of about 500 posts, I think, per 15 minutes, something like that. Even if it would be 50, like I'll show you what I did after, you will understand. I've decided to use a bot, to use a cache too. Wait one moment, just gonna find something. Um, the Twitter integration, just get it. So I have this test one on my Twitter. Uh, if you participate in task, you authenticate, it's gonna log into your Twitter. See, this part is not working on most of the mobile because of the built-in browser. And even if I bypass the built-in browser by adding, as a user, as a Telegram user, if I add an exception to API X or Twitter.com, it indeed go to my default browser, not the Telegram one, but it then redirect to the application because I have it installed, and now the application bug. And it's not because of all the way I integrate it. It's really a bug that is present since like a year or two, and it's really bothering me. And you can see that it was successful. There is no error here. And if I look at the tweet, I refresh it, it was like, it was commented, and it was reposted. all automatically. The user didn't do anything, just connect to his Twitter. So basically, that was nice. It worked as I expected, but like as I said, there is something they are not satisfied with the fact user need to need like the Twitter bug is very problematic. Even me as a coder, I don't want that. And like it break the simplicity of the bot. And also, I guess the $200 is not acceptable for them. I warned them, but seems like they changed their mind. So they prefer to go with a still limited, like the what we're gonna do, what we're gonna integrate is still gonna be limited in terms of requests, but it's free. So you can just generate a bunch of Twitter accounts and hope they don't get banned. So I just go over what the code is. There is Telegraph, Mongoose, Express. This was the Twitter API official, which have a plugin rate limit too. This is I call it Twitter cheat because this is what I wanted to use um, in Node.js to query the API, but sadly it's not working as I want. Like the endpoint to query public data, like Twitter is well known to prevent bot and spam. Like you cannot fuck around. You need to create a proper API. You need to respect their limit, and if you try to cheat them, they're most likely gonna ban you at some point. But there is tool that I'm gonna show you right now that let you scrape, and worst case you lose an account to just generate a bunch of. Like I do not encourage breaking term of policy of Twitter, but I'm gonna code it still because if they want it, it's there. Um, just gonna remove that thing. It's not used anymore. This is the Solana part. We get some function with the SPL token because it's a token on Solana. That's the network of Solana. We connected. This is all the model. We have a model for user, for task, airdrop. Airdrop is most likely a task, but user don't need to do anything to query it. It's just a free gift. We have OAuth session that was used in the official Twitter API. And we have two tables to track which task user did. I've made something to skip Twitter to prevent using their API. Mongoose connection. We initialize the Telegram bot. We get the admins from the environment by ID. It's split by ID. We load the limit. This is the menu. I've just gonna change this. So basically, users set their Solana wallet, and now they're gonna also put their username, their Twitter username, instead of using the connect Twitter stuff, which was using OAuth. We don't want that anymore. User can view task, view airdrop, and view their wallet. And admin can also create task and airdrop. Simple function to show the menu. Simple function to check if it's a valid Solana address. Function to notify all the user. It basically loop through all of the user in the database. And by respecting Telegram limits too, each time a task is created or an airdrop is created, we send it to every user. Then we can get all tasks in the database, get all airdrops. There's a method to check if the user completed the task and mark it as completed. Same for airdrop. Internal function to remove top up from user balance. Sorry. One moment. Okay, sorry. There is a connect Twitter function, which basically was with the Twitter API, the official client, generate an authentication link. Here it's sending the authentication link to the user, and this is where the first issue happened. This is just not proper. Like it's open in the Telegram, like it, it's not a native browser. It's using the default system one, but it just when you click the button there, it's not even redirecting to the app. And even if you cheat that and you try to open it manually on another browser, if you have the X application installed on, I have Android, it's not working, just crashing for whatever reason. But on my computer, it's working perfectly. So that was that function. When user authentifying, there is a callback here that I'm going to show you. User can also disconnect their Twitter, just removing the OAuth session. This is related to Solana. We get the private key from the environment. We can also, a user can process a withdrawal, which is working perfectly. I successfully sent 1 token of Doku to my wallet. So that was fixed, and it's very reliable. Like there is nothing wrong. Each user interacting with that function after a session, there is no reason that this failed. If there is not enough money, it's gonna like just gonna tell them, it's not gonna crash the whole thing. So that's good. There is scene to ask question, like please provide your Solana wallet, then checking something about it, then asking something else, blah 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 blah. We're gonna ask the Twitter username without the tag, and we're gonna register it. Yeah, update is to wallet update, is to update the wallet or the username for whatever reason. We are identifying users by their Telegram ID and not their Twitter ID. That's very important in my opinion. Sorry, validate, blah blah blah. Just basic function. This is admin. We are checking if the Telegram ID from that message is from the admin, just to like only admin can create task. We ask the post URL, the reward amount, the time limit in minutes, creating the task and notifying all the users. Then we reply to the admin like you sent all the message to everyone. This is all working perfectly fine. Same thing for airdrop, using the same function. Comment scene is because basically user need to like, retweet, and comment to get the reward. With the official API, it is possible. It is possible to automatically like on behalf of the user, but I think it was removed from the API to get the likes of a post. So what I did is instead checking if that happened, my logic was do it on behalf of the user and then reward them. If it's successful, it means they did it, so they are entitled to the reward. But I also needed to get the comment from the user. So what I did is when the user create a task, you comment it in Telegram bot and it's going to post it on your behalf. So that was the step. We get the OAuth, we process the task, we mark as complete, we top up user balance, and blah, 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 blah. So this is going to go. This is going to change because what we're going to do is user add their Twitter handle as it was before. And when user do a task, it's going to tell them, go to the post, do the stuff that you need to do, and then confirm when you've done it. What we're going to do is we're going to check our local cache and update it with the free Twitter hack part. And if you did the task, we're going to reward you. There is one thing though, we cannot check the likes because it's now not possible anymore on Twitter. So we're just going to pay the reward for the comment and the retweet, and hopefully they like still. This is handler. There is just one command, which is start, and it shows the menu. The rest is all actions. Task button basically start a task, and we get the ID from the task button too. If the task is not existing, of course, we're not proceeding it. We check the time, if it was expired, if user already did it. We're checking if the user is connected with Twitter. We're gonna change this too. This function, we're gonna change it. See, airdrop don't need Twitter too. User to view their wallet. We get the Solana wallet, the balance that they're entitled to, and the button to withdraw all or to go back to the main menu. The function to get the funds. Always by Telegram ID, checking if the user have enough, processing it, resetting the balance. If user have 500 token, we send them 500 token and we reset this. Very simple. This was the Twitter auth callback. So basically when the user OAuth authentication, this is setting a callback to. We store the OAuth stuff. We create the OAuth session in the database. We're not gonna need that anymore. And the function to process the task, which we're not gonna need anymore too, which was liking on behalf of the user, retweeting on behalf of the user, replying on behalf of the user. You can see the comment from the argument, from the comment scene is loaded. In fact, it is given as an argument here. This is just basic function to write in the database. I did it externally for whatever reason. So basically, this was the code, and like I said, it's working as it should. It's working perfectly. But there is the Twitter bug, and it costs money to use the Twitter API. So what I'm going to do, some sort of switch that's going to let you, the admin to like, let's not use the official Twitter API. Let's use the bot, the thing that I'm going to do. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to create our own API. I decided to use Python because I didn't find the equivalent of what I'm looking for in Node.js. I know I criticized the original code. The original code was a Python Telegram bot with a Node.js Solana sender. But look, it's a very simple thing. What we want is just store a bunch of accounts, a bunch of cookies, a fake Twitter account. And use this very nice library called TW-Scrap, which let me gather the information I need, which is with the user login and the tweet ID, I want to be able to get the retweeter and a comment. If the user commented and retweeted, we just return true. This is a very simple API. We don't actually need that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's very, 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 very simple. So I take the liberty to use that as a solution. I know I criticized the original dev for making something like that, but it's the best way. It's the most fast way for me to achieve what I want, and it's not gonna be a security risk or anything like that. I think it's pretty fair as a solution. And so basically, when user, um, this is the library, very nice. When user start a task, instead using OAuth doing the stuff for them, what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell them, here is the post. Go do your stuff and then confirm with us. When they click confirm with us, we're gonna query the endpoint that I'm building right now, and which is using a cache system. That's why I started with this here on my WSL. So basically, wait, I'm just trying to think. Because I could store the cache. I'll try it. I'll try to see what it looks like, but it's not the end of the world. So basically, because I don't want to, the original code is just looping through multiple cookie, which is pretty fine. It was so complicated to go through to read, and it's using a big graph QL stuff that is so complicated for nothing. When you have, I don't understand why the guy didn't use that library. But basically, I'm not sure why it was okay. When user click it, we're gonna check the cache, and if it's not in the cache, we're gonna query by the API, the cheat API. Admin is gonna be able to load accounts cookies in the database, the account database. This is a separate project in the project itself. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna check this, how it works. I want it to work. How I want it to work. So basically, I have the Redis working here on my other terminal. Here. It's connected. We're gonna start this. This is a development server, pretty fine. Migrate. What is migration? Okay. So we have an account database, which is fine. Just gonna leave that here, and I'm gonna open another. I'm gonna split that terminal. I want to add my cookie account. File path, line format. Okay. There is an option to automatically log in with username, password, email password. I don't trust this. Like, it's not worth it to break our head with that. Actually, I guess I should set it this way, because if the cookie become invalid, it's gonna it's gonna it's gonna retry it for me. I want to make it as simple as possible for the admin too, and I think it's the best way to do this. Okay, I'll start this. We're gonna add my account, my personal account, in the database. Accounts database. I'm gonna hide it for now. I'm trying to think what's my email on Twitter. Okay, I'm just gonna mask my stuff. Okay, I'm going on Twitter. I got my cookie from yesterday, so I'll just reuse it. I think. Trying to think what's my email. So okay, so it's a Hotmail account, which suck, but I'll do it. Email password. I think it's using IMAP. We'll see. Like the tool is very nice. Honestly, it is very good. The TW scrap is very good. Okay, so I'll add an account, which is this. Mm. Don't remember my email. Just gonna sing in. Never. Okay. Gonna reset my password because it's seen too retarded. Gonna save this. Okay. I forgot the cookie. Just gonna get my cookie. Huh? Sorry, guys. Just gonna get my cookie. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, just trying to get it. Okay, I get it. So How they gonna do this? What is on the cookie format? God. Not enough value to unpack. I'm confused. Okay, I'll skip the cookie. Try to add the account. God. I hope it's not gonna too long to log in. With using username, password, blah blah blah. Just gonna do this. What the hell? I'm confused. Okay. I really am confused. I'm not able to add it. I'm not able to add it. Add one. Okay. Okay. Just gonna check something. Just gonna check something. So I was able to add it. It was not added. Okay, just gonna cheat it a bit. Won't be long, guys. Just trying to add the account to the database. Since there is an error with Flask and async, I might take a look at that after. Okay, so not get object was never awaited. Okay, just gonna see if my account was added. Doesn't seem like it was. Okay, think I got it. Yes, finally. Okay, I'll take a look. Email pass. I'm putting back the screen right now. Sorry. So basically, I've successfully added an account. I just created a stupid root manually and put in my stuff here. I didn't use the cookie, which I kind of want to put in, but for now I won't. What I'm gonna do now, I should be able to use. See, it's written. Okay, login in BTC for cash, which is my user. So basically, login all. Starting the web server, it tried to log in. What we might want to do, there is a function to log in only fail account, I think. We login fail. Let's just check that. This is kind of cool. Let's be honest. So we can manage Twitter accounts this way. And we're going to be able to use them in the code. I'm going to try this endpoint now. This is going to use get, which is going to be user login, which is my username, and Oh, no, no, no. And tweet ID, which is gonna be the specific tweet ID that I want to check. So we're gonna go to my profile. I'm gonna delete this for the sake of it. So I didn't like it and I didn't retweeted it. Okay, this is the tweet ID. Just gonna go there. Okay, we get the request here. This is cached false. Result commented false, retweeted false. Nice. This is true. False. False. Okay. I cannot like it. I can comment it. Gonna see this. Okay, it's still gonna use the cached, which is nice, but so each, from what I understood, the cache is valid for 5 minutes. I guess that 300 divided by 60 is 5. So instead, I'll put 60 here. So cache is valid for 1 minute. It's not that bad. I'm gonna wait. It's not relogging me to the Twitter, which I guess means it's still active, which is awesome. Which is perfectly fine. This tool is fabulous. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna query it again. See, it's not commented now. But the cache... Okay, I'll just go here. I'll restart the service. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna reset this too for the sake of it. Okay, so why it's not commented? Is my user, is this affect? Okay, let's try this. What? I'm confused. Because I did commented. Okay, just see if it's related to this. Verifying user action. I'm confused. Okay, so we need to debug why. Because this is not normal. There is something wrong happening here and I want to know what is it. Tweet details, limit, tweet reply, retweet, user ID, blah blah blah. Sorry. ID. Just gonna try this directly there. Get the post ID. I'm confused. Emit with ID. Okay. Raw. Undo this. So confusing why it's not working. Like, clearly my username is this. And it is. And I don't understand why it's false. Okay, I'll add some debug here. Just gonna reset this. Just gonna clear this. And user by again. Let's just be not retarded. User ID. And we're gonna Twitter, tweet reply, comments. I'm gonna debug this, storing in cache, the cache, let's try this. Again. Okay, that's odd. I think this is related to this. I think it's related to the async stuff. My account in TW Scraper is valid. I'm logged in. I think it's related to async, non-async, and Flask. Here is the code. Let's see what it comes up. Because there is something going on. I tested another tool actually. I'm confused a bit on why this oh, this is confusing. Let's go see what's wrong. Ooh, okay, that's called Quart instead of Flask. What is the second personal side? Can sometimes want to run. Flask compatible async web framework that allow. Okay, let's try this. Let's try it straight up. Gonna close Flask. We also gonna remove it. I have requirement here. Quart. Just gonna change this for the sake of it. Pip remove Flask. Okay. Start up. That's nice. That's actually the same thing. Same debug. Okay. Adjusted to 5 minutes to reduce the load. We're just gonna change this to again. 360, just for the sake of it. This cache asynchronous. To async wrapper. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna start it this way. This way. Let's go. It's not working. Oh, I still need Flask. Okay. Interesting. No module name app. Did I do something retarded? App court name. I'm confused. Return app export. Whoa. Application file module. I think it's stupid like that. I'm gonna try it. Rename to app. Woohoo! Very stupid. Okay. I still get false. I still don't get the retweets. I'll just do something like that, just to be sure. Just to be sure it's not because it's an insane amount of... let's avoid this. Let's restart the... I really want it to work because it's gonna be perfect. It is gonna be perfect. Can be in that way. You know what? Let's do this here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this because it doesn't make sense at all. I should be able to get the data from it. Okay, I'll stop the recording for now. I'll try to debug it and let you know. I just reheated some coffee. I made a video of 49 minutes. Okay, trying to debug the endpoint of verifying if a task was made. I decided to switch to this library instead of the TW scrapper. Realized that some of the endpoints were not valid. Actually, I can get comments only by checking the tweet details, not directly by fetching tweets comments, something like that. And retweet is working properly too, gladly. I did sort all the data here. I made a Flask endpoint to return the result properly, to accept some get argument too. So I just made a video of 49 minutes and it was not working. And I keep asking ChatGPT for 49 minutes, what's the issue? And actually, it's because my screen name is BTC for cash, but the C is capitalized. And here, I was inputting it non-caps. So it was returning false all the time. Now I got it working. So I'll just show you. I'll just show it working because I want to prove myself again that it's working. I don't even, it's crazy how a small mistake. And like I want to say, ChatGPT after 49 minutes, he hinted that lowering all the string will help, because if all lower, it's more easy to compare. But this is not what I want, because some user have specific username. It's the identifier that is important. So I want to preserve the cap. And that's why I realized that the C, anyway, latest test, I promise. Okay. So we have the tweet ID. We have the proper username. Here. And I'm using the cached version also. So this is false. False, 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 false. Okay? Hi. I comment. It's going to use the cached. So it's still returning false. Gonna wait like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And you can see the debug here. I mean, it... Oh, that's weird. 1, 2. Oh, I'm confused. Oh, yeah, it's the second, but that's weird. Okay, wait. Here, still cached. Okay, wait, maybe it's not a good version of the latest code. If cache data. Cache time. Cache time is 60 seconds. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the proper version to use the cache only if it's available. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I commented it's true. Now it's not cached anymore. I'm gonna retweet. Post. Oh, I'm glad this is working. So glad. So basically this way we can store the T-Scrapper data for a period of, let's say, in that case, 60 seconds. So when many users use the bot, we're fetching already all the retweet data and all the comments data. So instead of calling the scrapper each time a user interact with the bot, we want to have some cache time to preserve the cookie, to be sure that not all the cookie are getting banned, not too much request. There is some limitation of that API, like I think it's something like 50 requests per 15 minutes or something like that. So we need to be sure that it's preserved. Let's just do a small calculator, just in case. So let's say 50 requests per 15 minutes. It means, you know what? I want to preserve the cache for X seconds. My goal is to not go up 50 requests per minute, per 15 minutes. What should be X? Uh, 90 seconds. What is 90 seconds? Okay, okay. 18 seconds. Oh, really? Okay. So actually 60 seconds is not that bad. Okay. So now that we have this API working, it's caching data, it's answering properly, like it's fine. What I would like to do now, we can remove test. Now that is working. Finally, if I go here, okay. Let's go back to final code. Let's go back to the Node.js Telegram final code. My goal is when user receive a task, I kept old legit Twitter API using proper OAuth, etc. But I will set an environment value to turn it off and instead query the endpoint with the, if we go in our model, user, Twitter username from user model, and the post ID. When user click on task button manual, because I'm gonna get the task button here, task button manual, it should say go to the post URL, like, retweet, and comment, then click here to confirm or go back. If the endpoint returns false, say retry in 60 seconds by clicking here again, same check button, or go back, same back button. Okay. Using the first Twitter, Okay. New task button action. No. Okay. Use official custom endpoint URL. Let's go. I'm just gonna mask the environment for now. I'm just gonna mask my screen for 5 seconds. Skip Twitter. verify task. Okay, we're back here. Hello. Verify task endpoint, screen name, tweet ID, custom endpoint, screen name, tweet ID. That makes sense. Return data. Okay. So here, verify task endpoint. We can put it here. Okay, time, task check. Let's go to this post, task verify. Okay. Task button manual. Task verify. Okay. I'm just gonna get this. Task button manual. Notify all user, participate in task. Get all task. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, because he didn't do me anything that check if use official Twitter API, like it's not used. So skip Twitter. Not worry, that's a fake. Okay. Skip Twitter. Use official API. Cheat Twitter. Let's do this way. If it's true, cheat Twitter, skip Twitter, if skip Twitter. Okay. What we're gonna do, it's gonna be genius. I'm gonna save a lot of time. If cheat Twitter is not, yes, constant button task. It's gonna be another task button. So each place that this is sent to the user, depending on the mode, we're gonna use it. There is like 2 places. So here, if we don't cheat task button, if we don't cheat Twitter, it's gonna be that. Actually, what I would do is task button by default is gonna be that. I'm confused. Wait. Manual. Yep, exactly like that. Now, here, we're gonna replace it by this. And this. I do think it's the proper way to do this. I'm also gonna start a new terminal here, just to split it in 2, worst case. Oh no, I did a mistake. Oh no. I don't want to. Okay. Just a regular PowerShell, and we're gonna split it in 2. Twitter. We're gonna run the app. And we're gonna be running here node.js. Okay, what I want to is just check something. Okay. One moment. So we are cheating Twitter API. Okay, let's see how this works. I'm excited. Oh, I'm gonna, yeah, okay, wait. I'm just gonna clear the database too, starting fresh. Telegram bot. Telegram bot. Let's see how that goes. I'm just gonna make a test tweet too. So this is my username. Gonna start the bot. Gonna go at it. Start. Head over. One moment. Confusing. Let's just wait a bit because sometimes there is a delay. I'm using my VPN too, which is fine. Maybe it's just sending a bunch of requests that were pending. Let's see. I mean, yeah, we could also do this. If I mean, let's not fix this right now. It's not the another one. What's the problem? 5,000, 3,000 should not be a problem. Maybe the people that were testing it are they just spammed it. Oh yeah. I'm confused. I kinda want to test another bot token. Maybe they just broke it. I doubt though. I doubt. Let's go. Let's go see. But father. My bot. API token, edit bot. API token, revoke current token. Oh yeah, okay. Just gonna create a new, just gonna create it in new. Okay. Do we need to, wait. We actually don't need to start constant skip Twitter, cheat Twitter. We don't need to start. I mean, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Hello. Unauthorized. Why aren't we able to? Not authorized to set it. What's the problem? What? Ah, maybe that. Okay, sorry, I forgot to run something. This is our development server. I'm just gonna start something here too. It's gonna be ngrok http 3000. But okay, wait. I'll take the time to get the proper URL too. Set the domain. 3000. Okay. I mean, okay. I don't know if it's gonna work because we technically should load the app into ngrok. I don't know if I can do this actually. Look, we'll see. Huh? So confusing. Why I cannot set webhook? Oh, no way. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna create a new one. Okay, just gonna copy this. We're gonna see this. Gonna go back to the end. It's so dumb. Why do I get this? But okay, let's go ask ChatGPT again because it's like yeah. I do get it. I do get it. Using your bot token. It is active. Am I retarded again? You know what? Just try without this. No, it's still not working. There's an issue with this permission. This token with curl command. Restart file. Oh, but it will not work. No, 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 no. Static domain. Click. Yeah, so basically my URL is the same. Let's try. Huh? The hell? Except for a bot. Let me just cheat this. Clearly something is wrong. And I'll be honest. I cannot get that. I think. Okay, I'll take a pause, but I think it might be my VPN. But in the same time, why get... No, there is something wrong. Correct. Restore the application. Restore. Correct. Okay. I'll close this so I can get a fresh one. Ha! Sometime I wonder. Okay. Let me just enjoy that for a small moment. Okay, so we have ngrok working here. We do have this locally. We have the Redis technically that's still working here to cache the data from the API. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna register my account. Just gonna use I don't know, a random wallet. As long as it's valid, I'm not gonna cash out anyway. We provide this, and we provide the BTC for cash with the C cap, of course. We should go in the database and see something created, end user, BTC for cash, we good. Okay, so we're gonna create a task. And how are we gonna do this is not gonna, okay, the new task is gonna be this is official task. Stay. Create the link here. Send it here. The reward amount could be 1. The time in minute 30, doesn't matter. I got notified and I will participate in task. It should be manually. Please, you need to connect your Twitter account to complete this task. Okay. You need to connect with. You need to connect. You need to connect your Twitter account. But I'm confused. If we cheat Twitter, if we cheat Twitter, we're supposed to use button task. I'm confused. Task button. Oh, we are cheating Twitter. Okay. I think that's the stupidest mistake. Actually, I mean, technically, we should allow them to to switch in this mode, even if there is something pending, if I may say. Like this, this is the old callback. Technically, it should be just one button callback, and we should switch per the official. We should not change this. It should be always the same, but it's the function inside it. I might do it after, but one thing at a time. There's no task. We're gonna create a task again. 1, 5, doesn't matter. Participate in task. Okay, please go to this post, like, retweet, and comment it. We're gonna just load this here. I hope it's gonna work. Check. Yes. Verify and sure you've liked, retweeted, and commented the post. Yes. Okay. And I'm gonna like. I'm gonna retweet. This is finally working. Wow. Okay. We're gonna go there, retry. It should fail again because we're still using the cache data. Perfect. Woohoo! So, okay, yeah. Okay, this is the button that I just clicked. Task verified. I've earned enough token. Good. It's working. So we got the manual mode working. I'm just gonna switch it. I want to show you what I meant by the button task, and that like it's not very optimal. So basically, what I would like to change, just gonna be sure if it's the way I understood. Yeah. I mean, it's not, you know what? It's not the end of the world. We have something going on. We have something working. Let's do this. Thank you, guys.